Everyone, welcome to the Pinnacle Title YouTube channel. My name is Tyler. I am an escrow officer here at Pinnacle Title in Utah. I have been an escrow officer for the last 8 years. I've been working at Pinnacle Title in some capacity for the last 15 years. So when I was 15 years old, my mom, who works for the company, she started taking me to work, and somehow I'm still coming to work. I'm still doing it. So it's been great. I've learned so much over the last 15 years. I've met so many amazing people, and I've been wanting to do this YouTube channel for the last year. This is something that's been in the back of my mind, and I have 3 goals that I really want to accomplish with this YouTube channel. So goal 1 being, I want to take a specific topic within real estate, and I want to break it down in about a 5 to 10 minute video. And I want to break it down in a way that if you have no background in real estate, that you are able to understand what I am trying to get across. I don't want to go so much in depth to a point that you're like, you lost me. I want it to be clean, easy, and I want to only take the information that you need as, say, a buyer or a seller, and use it or apply it in your next real estate transaction. So that's the goal within these videos. I'm also hoping that I can kind of spark some conversation between you guys, and that kind of leads me into goal number 2. Goal number 2 is I want to be that point of contact for anyone that needs it, that has real estate questions. We are dealing with lenders and realtors and all of these different parties within a real estate transaction on a day-to-day basis. And so I'm hoping over the 15 years I've learned something on all of these different parts of a real estate transaction and different types of real estate transactions. And so many people that we talk to just don't have that right person that they can reach out to and be like, hey, I have a basic question or more of an in-depth question, whether it be, how do I purchase a property? Like, what are the first steps, or what are the steps of maybe selling a property or refinancing? When should I refinance? Maybe you want to get into more of an investor side of real estate where you actually want to invest in real estate, whether that be through flipping, wholesaling, or maybe doing hard money. Like, there's so many different types and parts of real estate that I'm hoping I can just answer questions to. So that is my goal with goal 2, is to be able to give you guys a point of contact to reach out to and ask any questions at all. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me, you can DM me on Instagram. I'm going to leave all that information down below so you guys can reach out to me. So that's goal 2. Goal 3. Goal 3 is that we want to be the title company that you are working with in your next real estate transaction. So I want to be able to provide you guys with what I just said in goal 1 and goal 2. I want to be able to give you guys that information. I want you to be able to communicate with me. And then with goal 3, we want to be able to be your title company, but we want to offer you the best service at a low cost. So what I want is for you guys to be able to reach out to me and ask for a title quote. If you are interested in moving forward with a transaction and need a title company, I want to be able to give you a quote. You should be able to reach out to multiple title companies, get quotes from all those title companies, and get the best fees possible, also with the highest service. So with that being said, if you have a real estate agent, if you have a lender that is like, hey, this is who I use for title, just get a title quote. Ask them to get a title quote, reach out to me to get a title quote. I'm more than happy to provide it, and hopefully we can give you a lower cost to do the same service as what the other title company would be doing as well. So that is goal 3, trying to give you guys the best fees and service possible moving forward with your real estate transactions. Okay, so with this first video, the specific topic that we are going to talk about is what is a title company and what is title insurance. Okay, so I'm going to break this up into 2 different questions. What is a title company? A title company is going to be a third party within a real estate transaction. So for example, if you have a buyer and a seller, we are going to be in the middle of that transaction. A buyer is going to buy a property, let's say for $300,000. The buyer is going to wire us the money. The seller is going to sign the deed that's going to transfer the property from them to that new buyer. We will have the deed, we will have the money, we exchange those two. So the buyer gets the property, the seller gets the money in exchange. So that's the importance. If you were, say, a buyer and you were like, hey, how do I know if I wire $300,000 to the seller, they're going to give me the deed in return, vice versa. If you have a seller who wants to sign a deed and get money in return, how do they know they're going to get the money? That's the whole point of the title company. We're going to exchange the money and the deed, make sure both parties are satisfied with the transaction. So that's an easy way to explain that what is a title company. I might go further into depth on a different video of like, hey, what am I doing on a day-to-day basis, or what are we doing more in depth? But what is a title company? That's what you need to know. We're the third party. Okay, now what is title insurance? Title insurance is going to be the opposite of, say, your auto insurance or your homeowner's insurance. Homeowner's insurance and title insurance are not the same thing. Sometimes people get that confused. Homeowner's insurance is going to cover any sort of damages that could happen in the future on your property. So say your property catches on fire, there's a flood, something like that. That is what your homeowner's insurance is going to help cover. Same thing with auto insurance. Auto insurance is going to cover against any incidents that happen in the future. So you're paying for this insurance just in case anything happens in the future. Title insurance is the opposite. Title insurance is a one-time payment. You pay it at closing, and it protects you against anything that could possibly come up from the past. Meaning, if I'm a buyer and I purchase a property, there's all of these other owners that have owned it before me. How do I know that there's no outstanding liens or outstanding issues on the property? The title insurance, the title company, is going to check for all of that, and then we're going to insure you. This is the title insurance. We're going to insure you if anything does come up that we are going to cover it. So we'll say, for example, there is a construction company, and this construction company did some construction work for the prior owner on this property, okay? Now, the prior owner never paid them. They sold me the property, and we'll say they sold me the property and we didn't get title insurance in this transaction. So they sell me the property, it goes great, and 6 months later, this construction company sends me a notice, and they say, hey, we're going to foreclose on this property because we are owed this money. We were never paid. So now, as this new owner, I have this lien on my title that I don't know. It's from the prior owner, but I have to somehow get this resolved because they're going to foreclose. They're going to take my property because they're saying that they're owed this money and they haven't been paid. So my options are, as the new owner, I have to either pay whatever that debt is for the construction work. I have to go back to the prior owner and ask for money or ask them to take care of it. Or I have to take that prior owner to court and say, hey, you owe this money, not me. Okay. Now, you might get it resolved that way, but if you would have purchased title insurance in the transaction, we would have caught that, we would have paid that and satisfied it before you even owned the property. If we happen to have missed it for some reason, which we really hope we don't, that's a huge part of our job. We'd be out of business if we missed them. But if we happen to have missed it, you as the owner get to call us and say, hey, there's a prior loan against the prior owner. You need to get that taken care of, and we will. We'll pay it. We'll get it satisfied. That is not on your plate. That's on ours. So that's your point of title insurance. We are covering anything that could have possibly happened in the past. So with that being said, that is what a title company is. That is what title insurance is. I hope that made sense. If you guys have questions, like I said, leave all the comments below, shoot me an email, send me a text, whatever it may be. If, like I said, if you want to see a certain video in the future, let me know. I am grateful and I appreciate any sort of support on these videos. I really just want to help you guys out. That's the biggest thing for me. I want to be able to put myself out there, give you guys a point of contact for real estate, help you work through your real estate transactions. And I hope to do more specific videos on specific topics that are going to be beneficial to you guys. But again, I'm going to try and make these easy to understand. And thank you again. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.